This is the 17 random questions tag. The first question is, how did you get your username? Well, I chose this username when I was a teenager, and felonious was my favorite word, and I thought it was funny. I have not committed any felonies whatsoever. If I could change my name to anything, what would it be and why? I assume you mean my actual name. My actual name is Amy. If I could change it to anything, it would be Felonia, because I've developed quite an attachment to that name from using it online for a long time. If I could go back in time and give advice to my younger self, what would it be? I know you think that you don't care what anyone thinks, but you're wrong. You care a lot, and that's why you avoid admitting you like pop music. You like pop music. That's okay. You're allowed to like things other people like, and they're dick bags if they make fun of you. But you knew that. Actually, no, you cut them too much slack. But I really didn't go to a particularly rough school, so whatever. How old were you when you first learned to blow a bubblegum bubble? This is question 4. I was probably like 10, which is kind of late for learning how to blow a bubblegum bubble, but, you know, my mother really hated gum, so we never had it in the house, and a friend taught me. I didn't really like it that much anyway, so whatever. Let's see, number 5, what did you want to be when you were little? Ballerina, and also an author, and I still want to be an author. I've wanted to be an author since I was like 5 or 6, but I'm not. Gotta work on that. Let's see, number 6. What do you order at Starbucks? Well, I used to order like those mocha shake things that are really delicious, like the frappuccinos, but they don't really make those at decaf a lot of the time, so I usually just go for a decaf iced coffee nowadays, because I can't really have caffeine, because I get a little tense. Number 7, what's the hardest you've ever laughed? I don't know. I know that in the past I have laughed so hard that I couldn't breathe. That's kind of normal, I guess. Number 8, if you could play any musical instrument, what would it be and why? Kind of leaning towards the piano, because there's so many like electronic variations, and it's very versatile if you know how to play that sequence of notes. I mean, in the past I've wanted to play guitar. I still do, but I think piano's a little more versatile. Number 9, what's your favorite thing to do when you're upset? I like to curl up into a little ball on the bed and cover myself in blankets and ignore the world and do things on my tablet. Number 10, what's your favorite movie? Death Proof. That's a good movie. It's part of the Quentin Tarantino Grindhouse. Is that what it's called? Duo thing. Death Proof. I actually didn't see the other movie. Death Proof. Let's see. Number 11. What's one food that you cannot live without? Chicken. Chicken. Any form of chicken. I'm sorry, vegetarians. Chicken. Chicken. Number 12, what's my favorite dessert? Chocolate. Yes. Dark chocolate, probably. No, any form of chocolate. Reese's Cups, childhood classic. Chocolate. Number 13, what's my favorite pizza topping? Can't go wrong with chicken. but any classic pizza is fine, and it should normally have cheese on it, so I guess cheese is a good option too, if you count that as a topping and not just a given. Number 14, would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? This is tricky. On one hand, I'd be like really sensitive to people's thoughts, because, they're judging me constantly. But on the other hand, I'd abuse the power to be invisible, and I know that about myself. Either way, they're both pretty invasive and possibly detrimental to my mental health. I think I'd go for reading minds. Well, no, they're both good defensive things. I'm going to go with being... No. I'm leaning towards invisible, but at the same time, reading minds sounds more useful. I feel like it would be harder to prove I read minds. Coin toss. No, I'll go with read minds. Number 15. What did I do for my last birthday? What did I do for my last birthday? It wasn't that long ago. It was like 3 months ago. 4 months ago. What did we do? My 26th birthday. I'm 26 now. Do you remember, love?
Not really.
It was not a memorable birthday. Number 16. If I had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? Lots and lots of money. A lot of money. Well, I guess not like an absurd amount of money, like, well, kind of an absurd amount of money. I am the 1%. I always thought that $5 grand a week thing, like that from the Publishers Clearinghouse or whatever, I always thought that sounded really perfect. Number 17. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called and what would you look like? I would be... I didn't think of this ahead of time. I don't really know Pokemon that well. I'm kind of picturing like a Jigglypuff character. I would be called... Purpliconomicomlobulosaurus. And I would be purple and a dinosaur-like creature with giant eyes and bright pink lips, and I'm making this up as I'm going along. Don't try to parse the word I said. I can't repeat it. I'm going to